Hello everyone, it's Diegodoom here, and today I'm bringing you another review. Today I'll be reviewing Storm Fewture Ex-Gokin Energer 1969. So we all know the history of Energer, so I won't be going into that, but what makes this figure truly special and absolutely spectacular is the fact that this figure was sculpted by none other than Taku Sato, also known as Professor Robo. Professor Robo was a renowned toy sculptor, and he was known for creating some very unique and modern designs based on classic robot characters. Unfortunately, Professor Robo passed away back in 2006, and his legacy lives on through the Fewture Ex-Gokin line. Now, as I mentioned before, I feel like the Fewture Ex-Gokin line separates the hobbyist from the true collector. This line holds a very important place in history, and as such, these figures are absolutely amazing. But nonetheless, Storm Fewture Ex-Gokin Energer 1969 is another fantastic release in the Ex-Gokin line. Energer has a superb sculpt, superb paint applications, superb diecast content, fantastic articulation, and fantastic accessories. So first, let's take a look at Energer's box. So now we have Energer's box. Now initially, Energer comes in this nice shipping carton here, and on the box you can see it's branded for him, Future Models Ex-Gokin Energer 1969 plus powder machine. So definitely very cool here. Now this is the first step in the process of unboxing this figure, and honestly you get the real sense you're dealing with a true collector's product. So it's definitely very cool here. So once we open up this shipping carton here, we are treated to the actual Energer product box here. And initially, it is wrapped in this plastic bag. So, get that way back there into frame. Let's see if we can get that in frame. And we'll focus it some. So here we have Energer 1969, a very nice image of Energer's head. So definitely pretty cool here. And once again, you can tell that they take a lot of care and concern in packaging this product with this plastic bag. So we'll remove the bag, and it gets even better. So get this bag off here. Now we're treated to, this is actually a sleeve that is over top of the box. So pretty cool here, a very nice glossy finish on the sleeve and very nicely done. So I'll pop the sleeve out. Then we're treated to some even more great artwork here. And this is Energer with his chest up here. So definitely cool here at the bottom, Energer 1969, the upper left, Future Models Ex-Gokin. So very nicely done there. Then on the right side of the box, we have Energer 1969. So definitely cool here. You can tell, unboxing this product is truly an experience in itself, and it's definitely a very cool experience. So we'll pop the lid off here. Now I must mention, this lid is kind of hard to get off. It seems like there's some kind of strange reverse vacuum suction going on here, and it makes the box lid harder to get off. And not that it's like overly hard, but it just takes up a lot more effort than what it's worth. So let's see if we can get this off as fast as we possibly can. I'm just kind of sliding this around because also too I want to take care of this box. And you notice the very nice glossy finish on the box too, so definitely cool. So now that we have the lid off, now we are introduced to two very nice flaps here. Open these up. You'll see the instructions for Energer here. So very nicely done there. Get some focus going on. Pretty cool there. We'll set that aside. And then finally we're introduced to the styrofoam tray here. And we're just going to open this up. Okay, without breaking anything. And now, if Energer Z was actually in here, we would see the Energer figure encased in a plastic bag, just like these hands over here. So pretty cool. So this is very nicely done. So as you can see, there is a lot of care and concern put into packaging these products. So this is absolutely fantastic. And again, unboxing the figure is just a very neat experience in itself. Again, you're getting the sense you're dealing with a true collector's figure, and it's absolutely fantastic and definitely very cool. So now we have Energer's box out of the way. Let's go ahead and take a look at Energer's accessories. So now we have Energer's accessories. Energer comes with a pair of open hands, a pair of holding hands, one small Tetsuya figure, one motorcycle ramp, one additional pair of breastfire chest pieces, and one stand. So first, let's take a look at the holding hands here. Now the holding hands are very nicely done. They have a fantastic sculpt as well as a fantastic paint application going on here. A very nice black glossy finish as well as very nice gold trim for the individual knuckle joints here. Pretty cool. And also a great robotic sculpt. So this is very nice here. The next pair of hands that Energer comes with are his open hands here. Same great sculpt, same great paint application going on here as well. So this is a very nicely done hand here. Pretty cool. Trying to keep that in focus there. Let's get that focused. Now, how the hands attach are via a ball peg system here. So all we're going to do is we're going to grab our magnetic forearm here and just peg that in like so. Pretty easy. Then we'll attach this to the figure here via magnets. Got the forearm there. A very firm connection there. Very nice here. This is very nicely done. The next accessory that Energer comes with is his small Tetsuya figure here. Now, I do have this attached into the figure itself, so we'll pull that out right now. This is a pretty cool figure here. A good sculpt and okay paint apps going on here, you know. They could have added some more detail, but at the end of the day, we're not here for this tiny figure. We're here for Energer itself. So this is a very nice accessory at the end of the day. Now to attach this into Energer's head here, there's a hole in the bottom of the motorcycle here. We'll put that into the peg on top of Energer's head there. Pretty cool there if you can see that. And all I gotta do is just kind of slot that in, and that's about it. So there you have it. Pretty cool and pretty simple. The next accessory that Energer comes with is his motorcycle ramp here. Now this ramp is a piece of plastic here, but it's still very cool. This has a very nice silver metallic finish, so definitely cool here, and it's articulated. And you know, we all know Tetsuya's history. He rides up this ramp to dock into Energer's head, so this is absolutely fantastic here, and definitely very cool. Now this ramp does attach to Energer's back. I will demonstrate that in just a few moments, so bear with me. The next accessory that Energer comes with are his additional pair of breastfire chest pieces. Now these are pretty cool here. They are done in a translucent red plastic with a great sculpt going on underneath, so very nicely done here. And on the back, a great sculpt as well. So this is definitely very cool here. Now I assume they included this accessory to kind of show how the chest changes when the breastfire attack is actually being used. So it's pretty cool here. Very nicely done. So, give me one moment and I'll show how to attach these additional chest pieces, the motorcycle ramp, and also demonstrate the stand. So now let's attach an additional pair of chest pieces, the motorcycle ramp, and the stand. So first we'll start with the chest pieces here. So all we're going to do is remove the currently existing chest piece from Energer's chest here. We'll pull those right out, and they come out pretty easy here. Pull those out. And you'll notice there are two large holes here in Energer's chest, so they slot in just in those chest holes right there. And it's pretty easy, as stated before. We'll grab this one. This is the left one here. We'll push that right in there. Slides in very nicely there. And we'll grab the other one here too. Push that right in like so. So, pretty cool there. Now for the motorcycle ramp here, on Energer's back, we're actually going to pull down this flap here in his back. We'll get some zoom in and kind of focus that a little bit. We're going to pull this down. Now make sure this is down all the way, otherwise the ramp will not attach appropriately. And you'll notice too with the ramp, it can be a little bit tricky because this ramp not only pegs in, but actually hooks in as well. So pretty interesting connection there. So all we got to do, push it in and it will snap very loudly. So get that in. So we can do it on the first try. There we go. Yep. Pretty cool there. Very nice and very secure there. So this is absolutely fantastic. So now for the stand. Now the stand is very nicely done here. I really do wish we had a Energer 1969 nameplate on the stand, but we do not. But still, it's very nice. A very nice black matte finish here, and a pretty cool metal rod here. And also, this stand is actually articulated here, so we can click it up, click it down, and turn it too. So very nicely done there. Actually, you can adjust the stand also via this knob here. So if we adjust that ever so slightly, comes down, loosen the knob, get some tension, tighten it back up. So pretty cool there. Now, how the stand attaches, we're actually going to hook the stand into Energer's lower back here. So we'll grab him. We're going to flip the ramp up here. And inside here, we'll zoom in pretty close. And we'll try and get some light over here so we can see what we're talking about. There is a flap here. So get that focused. There's a flap here that actually rises up. Get that up there. There we go. So this flap rises up for the stand to hook in. And all I gotta do is grab the stand. I would recommend hooking this in first. Let's get some focus there. Hook this top piece in first, or kind of at the same time, we'll say. And push it in. Almost. And there you have it. Now, it's kind of hard to demonstrate it here, but what's going on here is the lower part of the stand here is actually underneath Energer's crotch area here, and it kind of slots into place. As long as you hook in the top piece first, the bottom piece will slot in pretty nicely, so definitely cool here. This is absolutely fantastic. Now, the Energer figure is very hefty and very large. It's not going to fall off a shelf or anything like that, but it doesn't hurt to have an extra amount of security there. So this is definitely very cool. So now that we have the accessories out of the way, let's go ahead and take a look at the Energer figure itself. So now we have the Energer figure itself. Energer has a superb sculpt, superb paint applications, fantastic articulation, and a superb amount of diecast content. So first, let's begin with the articulation in the head. So Energer can look left, he can look right, he can look up, and he can look down. Pretty cool here. You'll notice that the head moves independently from the neck, so it does take a little bit of finesse to get these properly aligned, but still pretty cool. For the shoulders, first I must warn, I would recommend removing these chest pieces first when dealing with the shoulders, because you don't want these chest pieces to scratch the tops of your shoulders, messing up the paint job. So do be careful of that. But in the shoulders here, you have a very nice forward and back motion there and a very cool piston action going on, so that's pretty cool. The arms rotate a very nice soft ratchet 360, so pretty cool there, very soft. These shoulder pads here are actually articulated too, pretty cool there. The arms come out just a little bit past 45 degrees here, so click, 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 very cool there. The biceps here actually swivel just a little bit. Very nicely done. The elbows bend quite a bit too, so we'll bend that. Pretty nice bend, soft ratcheting joints. And the forearms are connected via magnets here, so we'll just pull that right out. And these are some pretty strong magnets there. Absolutely fantastic. Now, one thing I must mention, and this seems to be typical of our Mazinger figures in the Fewture Ex-Gokin line, and that is typically when you open this out of the package, this magnet seems to be stuck inside of the forearm here, and it's just connected there. Just the glue that holds the magnet in place into the forearm seems to come a little bit loose, so all you have to do is just put a little bit of super glue in there and push it back, and that's about it. So just something very minor there. So moving on with Energer's chest here. Energer's chest can actually ratchet a little bit too, so just one click forward and back. Pretty cool there. Very nicely done. The waist here can actually rotate. Pretty cool there. And the legs here, the legs can move forward and back. Some. Very nice hooky joints though. Pretty cool there. Out to the side a little bit. Definitely cool. Energer does have surprisingly some double jointed knees. So how this all works, what we're going to do is to kind of activate the double joint we need to support the knee back here. And that's going to activate this here. And we'll get it back as far as we possibly can without pinching our fingers in back here. So pretty cool. Now, one thing I must warn, though, we'll get him up here a little bit. Be careful when manipulating the knees, because you can see this gold will touch the white, and you don't want to scrape into the paint on your figure. So do be aware of that. So in the feet here, get that back into place. Energer's feet can tilt side to side. One click, back in place, another click. Pretty cool there. And the toes have about 3 clicks of articulation too, so very nicely done. So this figure is absolutely fantastic here. And also it does have one pretty neat gimmick here. So Energer's mouth can actually open up, and all we have to do is push the head forward as much as possible and then push down on the lower jaw. Now remember, only push down on the lower jaw and never up on the top, because you can break the tip of the head off, so be careful of that. And then push it down as much as you possibly can without breaking anything. And now we have Energer showcasing his Howling Cannon. So it's absolutely fantastic and definitely very cool there. So we'll push this head, or the jaw back up and the head back. Pretty cool here. So in terms of sculpt and paint applications, this figure is absolutely amazing here. A very nice, unique design by Professor Robo. Definitely very cool here. It's definitely iconic for the ages here. You get this sense of this kind of something like a steampunk theme going on here. Pretty cool. Very nicely done here. A great sculpt. Nice detailing going on by the feet. Absolutely fantastic. And also one thing is pretty cool too. Professor Robo always leaves his signature on his figures here. So we'll pop that off. You'll kind of see this in the light. Let's see if we can zoom in. You kind of see that right there, kind of. See if we can get some light there. There we go. And you can kind of see his signature here on the back, and that's how you know you have an authentic product by Professor Robo. So absolutely fantastic there, and definitely very cool. So this Energer figure honestly is simply amazing. Now, one thing I must mention also, if you all haven't noticed already, I am actually wearing a pair of medical gloves, and the reason why I'm doing this, due to Energer's high gloss paint job, if you don't wear gloves, your fingerprints will show up on this figure very well, and it's kind of hard to wipe them away. So I would absolutely recommend wearing some type of glove protection when handling this figure so you don't kind of get them dirtied up or smudged up. But still, very cool here. So now that we have the Energer figure out of the way, let's go ahead and conclude this review. Before we conclude the review, let's take a look at Energer's diecast content and do a quick size comparison. So, as far as Energer's diecast content is concerned, it is all the leg assembly here, the chest, the shoulders here, part of the biceps, and the forearms. The head is plastic, of course. So this figure is definitely very cool, extremely hefty, absolutely fantastic, very cold to the touch, so it's pretty cool there. And then as for the size comparison here, what I have is the Ex-Gokin GX47 Energer Z, and this guy is tiny compared to the Energer 1969 figure. I believe the Energer 1969 figure is actually 10 inches tall, whereas the Ex-Gokin figure here is, I think, 6 inches tall. So that is very dramatic here and absolutely fantastic in a sense this figure is really large. So this is definitely very cool here. Simply stunning. So, now that we have the diecast content and size comparison out of the way, let's go ahead and conclude this review. To conclude the review, Storm Fewture Ex-Gokin Energer 1969 is another fantastic release in the Ex-Gokin line. Energer has a superior sculpt, superior paint applications, superior diecast content, fantastic articulation, and fantastic accessories. This figure is absolutely fantastic and well beyond very nice, very neat, and very cool. Now, the Fewture Ex-Gokin line I feel really separates the hobbyist from the true collector, but honestly, I really feel that everyone owes it to themselves to own at least one of Professor Robo's unique and iconic designs here. So this is absolutely fantastic. Now, the Energer 1969 figure was released fairly recently, so this figure can be had for anywhere between $250 to $350. So that is pretty reasonable considering the secondary market prices for the older Fewture Ex-Gokin figures. So pick this figure up before its price gets completely out of hand. This has been another review by Diegodoom. Thank you very much for watching, and please stay tuned for more figure reviews. Like, comment, and subscribe.